Gongxi Fasai. Hello everyone. Wishing you a happy Chinese New Year. Welcome to FPL Scanner, only on Mavzone Sports. In this episode, we will discuss my views on Game Week 24 of the Fantasy Premier League. Game Week 23 was also a successful one for me, in which I scored a total of 79 points and some places gained in the leaderboard. The best part of this week was that I could achieve this without making a single transfer. Happy days are back. However, I could have crossed the century mark had I chose my bench players carefully. My bench scored a total of 28 points, which I regret losing now. Hope this week I get to that magical figure. The star performer for Game Week 23 was the Manchester City midfielder Phil Foden. The absence of De Bruyne is giving a number of fringe players the chance to shine, and Foden is the latest one to take advantage of this. His goal and 2 assists against Liverpool made him the top performer with 16 points. I feel he's a good player, but I'm not sure if he holds any high value from a FPL point of view. Now, let's discuss my views on Game Week 24. The most important thing to note here is that this will be a double game week for a few teams. City are most likely to shine in this and should be in every manager's minds while doing their transfers. Also, I feel you could look at Everton, Burnley or Fulham for any budget options as well. Overall for Game Week 24, I feel Chelsea, Villa and United have a high chance of winning and will constitute the basis for choosing my lineup. Based on City's double fixtures, I feel Sterling has the best potential to be the top performer. The absence of consistent scoring options up front makes him an exciting prospect for City as well as the FPL managers. His budget may be a major stumbling block though. A way cheaper alternative to Sterling is his teammate Gundogan, who has been arguably the best player in the English Premier League in the past 1 month, and he gets my vote of approval to be the fulcrum of the team for this game week. City defender João Cancelo is a good option to replace one of your mid-budget defenders. Ben Chilwell for one has been missing out of game time recently, and I feel Cancelo can be a suitable replacement for him. Calvert-Lewin was one of my options for replacing Kane a few weeks back, but I instead chose Mikel Antonio, who has not been disappointing at all. Everton's double fixture this game week may offer high potential to Calvert-Lewin. Jack Grealish is the man to lead Villa week in week out, and you can expect him to add goals and assists to his tally quite regularly. Villa's game against Brighton would be an opportunity for him to get his stats improved. My initial inclination within the Chelsea squad following Tuchel's arrival was to go with the German duo of Havertz and Werner. Werner scored 10 points in the last game week, whereas Havertz has missed entirely from the lineup due to fitness concerns. Jorginho has seized this opportunity to score a goal each in the last 2 game weeks. His low value of 4.7 makes him a top contender to be in anyone's lineup. Likewise, Mount has been a successful member of the Chelsea lineup in the last game week and can be a decent addition to your squad as a mid-budget option. Now, let's discuss the double fixture status of Burnley this game week. Burnley are not one of the high-scoring teams, but they certainly do know how to grind out results in their favour. For Game Week 24, they are up against Palace and Fulham. Palace are having an injury crisis involving a number of players. Zaha's availability is also questionable. A game against Fulham can also turn out to be all 3 points for Burnley. I hope it would be a good decision to go with any of the Burnley defenders and hope they deliver 2 clean sheets this week. Let's switch our attention on to some injury news. Kai Havertz faces some late fitness tests this week, so it's better to place him onto the bench or delay his transfer if you're planning on one. Callum Wilson suffered a hamstring injury last week and may miss out on 6 to 8 weeks of action for Newcastle. Mikel Antonio's availability for this game week is also doubtful. Also make note that West Ham have some tough fixtures starting game week 25, and he could certainly make way for some fresh faces in your team. So, this is what I have available for game week 24. The best part of this week is that I got 2 free transfers to make. I'm looking to replace my forward for this week. However, I feel I will stick with Mikel Antonio for this week as well and instead move out Werner. This might look like a bit shocking, but I feel the thought of having a fit Kane in your team was a bit difficult to resist. Spurs are up against City, but Kane's presence in the team doesn't depend on his opponents these days. For my second free transfer, I have decided to replace Ben Chilwell with the Burnley defender Eric Peters. I should have looked into taking a City defender for this week, but keeping a clean sheet against a strong Spurs lineup is the main reason I am looking at Burnley for defensive reinforcements. The final shape of my team will be based on a 3-5-2 lineup, with Kufal and Antonio making way for Peters and Gundogan. For the captain's pick, there are no surprises today. Form and 2 games for Gundogan suggest that he is the best person to deliver those double points, which could be the difference between an average or a top game week. What are your thoughts on this? Please comment below. With this, I will wrap up today's episode. Thank you for watching FPL Scanner. If you have liked my contents, please subscribe to my channel and also like my videos. Stay safe and see you soon